Good morning. Welcome to the WEX Wakeup. I'm Christy Matino. In today's top stories, a truck tractor pulling a box trailer overturned on a Tucson, Arizona highway on Tuesday night, killing the driver and causing a spill of nitric acid. Local authorities implemented a shelter-in-place order and evacuations near this crash site. Now, this all happened around 7 p.m., but that shelter-in-place was lifted around 8:45 at night. However, the department says those within half a mile who evacuated will remain evacuated. Now, the CDC says nitric acid is highly corrosive. Workers may be harmed from exposure. The level of exposure, however, depends on the dose, duration, and work being done. And over in Ohio, Governor DeWine is now asking Congress to change rules for hazardous trains after that train derailment disaster in East Palestine. DeWine says the state was not notified about the dangerous chemicals that were carried by that train that derailed earlier this month. 10 out of those 50 cars were carrying hazardous materials and combustible liquids. And it's a green light for electric vehicles. The Biden administration finalized a $7.5 billion plan to build 370,000 electric vehicle chargers. This federal program will give states grant funding to build the chargers, and the rules would make the refueling process as easy for EVs as filling up at a gas station. States will now be able to begin making orders using federal grants and begin construction of an interstate charging network. This all comes after President Biden set a goal of building 500,000 EV chargers across the country by 2030. And it's one of the biggest questions in politics right now. Is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis looking to run for president in 2024? Well, the governor laughed at that question on Tuesday.
Presidential run today, do you plan on following suit?
Wouldn't you like to know?
The question comes after former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley announced she would be running for president on Tuesday. He has been peppered with questions about whether he will run, but he's been quiet, attempting to avoid any backlash from former President Donald Trump. But DeSantis has topped Trump in some recent surveys and is close competition for the former president. And in what's trending, could time be ticking down for TikTok? Democrats are slowly starting to support a total ban on the social media app. This is due to its connections to Chinese-operated companies. Many Republicans have backed a ban on TikTok, but what's bringing those from the other side of the aisle to join in? Well, more details about TikTok's privacy and security practices have been made public. Now, at least 4 Democratic lawmakers have voiced support for policy in recent days, most notably Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, saying, quote, "We do know there's Chinese ownership of the company that owns TikTok. There are some people in the Commerce Committee that are looking into that right now." And that's the news on today's WEX Wake Up. Be sure to follow us on social media for all the top trending stories in politics.